Hey, good morning again. What I'd like to do is to point out some of the features that are part of the design of these track pads that are intended to protect this roadway from any and all damage that tracked vehicles that are part of the parade could cause to the roadways of DC. And this is pretty standard to what we're going to put at every location throughout the parade route. But what you can see here, obviously there's the big standard metal plates that are 1 inch thick. You know, these particular ones are 8 feet by 16 feet, but there's some varying dimensions that we'll use. But around those, I really want to point out the asphalt here that we're using for a couple of purposes. So this asphalt, I mean, it's a little bit soft. It just got put in last night, but it'll remain soft because one of the things we want to emphasize is while it helps anchor the plates, it helps create less of a lip for vehicles that are moving across the plates, but it also is temporary. So part of our contract here is to, when this is done, is to remove these plates, to remove the asphalt, and to return every place on the roadway that we put these down back to exactly what it was before. And so being able to take up this asphalt is something that, again, is part of the contract that we put in place. The timing of that, it actually is planned to go very, very quickly, because once the parade is complete, we want to return these roadways fully to the DC commuters and all those that use these roads to get to and from work and to visit our capital city. So very, very minimal damage. There are some penetrations to the pavement. You can see here an additional anchoring mechanism that we put in place are these railroad ties. Again, standard railroad ties that, you know, go down a few inches into the pavement. Part of that contract will also be to repair those holes that are made by driving them into the pavement. But all in all, the railroad ties, the asphalt, some tack welds throughout the plates themselves is all intended to provide this protection, to keep this protection in place for really what is a short duration, you know, really about 10 days that these will be here on the ground. So that's how these are laid out. You'll see these in multiple locations along the parade route, but we hope you don't notice them as you drive across, because that's really what we're shooting for as people riding bicycles, driving their vehicles across these plates. We hope that there's very little inconvenience to you as you do that.